Let's work on proc Gplot a little bit more. I've got a data set set up with 3 variables, x, y, and z, and I'm going to run a Gplot. This time, instead of having just one title statement, I've got 2 title statements. Title 1 is going to be the main title, and then title 2 I want to be a subtitle. So I'm going to go ahead and denote its height to be 1, and then I've got the name of the title in single quotation marks. It turns purple that way. And then I've got the symbol. This is the name of the symbol. Again, this is the color of the symbol itself. In other words, this is the point that it's plotting. It's going to be red. The value that it takes on is going to be a star. I'm going to interpolate. This is the same thing as interpolate that we had before. Instead of just running a regression line, I'm going to get it to do a regression line as well as the confidence intervals for the mean values at each point on the regression line. And then the line itself is going to be blue. The regression line will be blue. And the interval will be green. So let's plot it and see what it looks like. There you go. The actual points are red, the regression line is blue, and the confidence interval for the mean is green. Now let's see what else we can do. This time I want to plot not only the confidence interval for the mean, but I want to do a prediction interval for individual points as well. If we want to put both of those together, I can't really use 2 interpolate options in the same symbol statement. So I'm going to create 2 separate symbols, plot the same things together, y versus x and y versus x. I'm going to use symbol 1 and symbol 2 here, and then overlay the 2 symbols. So if you don't want any confusion, make all of this red, blue, and the star should be the same. But I'm going to make the confidence interval for the mean is going to be green, and the confidence interval for the individual predicted values will be orange. So in other words, this prediction intervals will be orange. So let's go ahead and print that, and I'll show you what it looks like. See, this time I have prediction intervals are orange, and then confidence intervals for the mean are green. Now, another interesting thing we can do is plot a sine function. Here I've got a do loop set up to plot points on the sine function. I'm going to go from 0 all the way to 2 pi by some small number. You can pick something even smaller if you want a little bit smoother function, or if you want something a little bit rougher, make this number bigger. And then y is going to be sine of x, and then I'm going to output that number. Remember, if we don't have the output here, we'll only end up with a single point in our data set. We have to output at each point as we're running through this do loop. And then again, these symbol statements are just universal. You don't have to have them right there. They can be outside running around on their own. They're a little bit weird that way. I'm going to put that one in the data set just for grins. I can run this, and then I'm going to plot it with a Gplot, and I'm going to give myself both vertical and horizontal reference lines. I want a vertical line at this 3.14159 number. In other words, I want this horizontal reference point to be at 3.14, and then I want the vertical reference point to be at 0. In other words, I want to draw a horizontal line at 0. So let's see what it looks like. And there's my line. You see what happened? I still have this regression line and this confidence interval for the mean still on my plot, and then all these stars. What that means is I didn't erase these options from my previous plot. Always, always, always remember to get rid of those other options. I'm also going to erase the title statements. Now that I do that, I can run this proc plot and have what I was after.